You are looking live at where are we? I should have been prepared for that. Anyway, we're in Rochester, New York. We're actually in the Rochester area in Fairport, New York, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 AA girls are getting set to take on the Buffalo Regals in the first preliminary game of the Roc City Fest tournament. This is a great tournament where a lot of girls teams are coming from all over 2 different countries, the US and Canada. Teams from as far as Anaheim, teams from across the border, not too far in Canada, but Canada, the US, nonetheless they're here. Nashville, we see some junior Predators here. They will be a future opponent of the Bandits, but today it is the Buffalo Regals, as close to a home team as any that will be playing in the tournament. And the Bandits have played them in some way, shape, or form before, but this is their first game against them as Bandits. It's Joe Rizzo bringing you all the action today on Rizzo Vision, as we are a minute before the start of the contest, and the Bandits wearing the mostly black uniforms with their specialized logo just for the girls teams in front, and the numerals mixed in with sort of a silver, sparkling silver, and of course now these signature gold helmets. They have the dark pink on the socks front and back in some way, shape, or form, and big stripes with a lightning bolt type of design on the bottom of the jerseys, on the sleeves of the jerseys, and on the socks as well. The Regals, we'll give you a look at them, wearing, as the designated team, home white jerseys with red lettering, dark blue trim, blue pants, white socks with a thick blue stripe that is flanked in red. Their goalie today is Kerrigan McCarthy on a Friday afternoon, about somewhere, give or take, about a 5-hour drive without stops for most of the Bandits faithful, including the Rizzos. And for many that happened Thursday evening, and for some that happened earlier in this day. So there might be some weary legs from a long car ride, and there might not be for some others, but nevertheless, a game to play. And where would you rather be on a Friday afternoon than watching Bandits or Regals hockey on Rizzo Vision? We're certainly glad that you've joined us. Scoreboard easier to see to the right. It's bigger. It has 15 minutes on there. That's not the usual amount of time that the teams play at these levels. That's because of the tournament rules. We're underway. Folia up front with Gabby Rothstein and Jessie Sperling. On D, it's Olivia Rothstein and there Fernanda Venuto. Benches to the far side. Not really much separation between them. Penalty boxes in this rink on the near side. So that could be an issue that a lot of the players, at least from the Bandit side, are not used to as they send the puck in from the left point, and Sperling is going to try to chase it down. There is something that's just kind of in the way there, but we're a little bit below it as Sperling takes the sharp angle shot. It hits the outside of the net. The netting looks brand new. It's bright white on both cages on both sides. Regals try to get it out, but they can't quite do it at the point. Venuto steps in. Bandits will change a little bit behind the play. Venuto gets it to the top of the slot, releases a shot, but it's blocked and goes to the far corner. Picked up, sent along the near side boards, and out. Olivia Rothstein sends it back to safety after Pelk was chasing it. It's fanned on there by McSherry, who's out with McNulty and Scott. Venuto still out there with Kepler. Goes wide of Harper Keenan, and now battled for below the end line. Soccered ahead by Kepler, and now moved up the near side wall for McNulty, who gets it out of the zone, but didn't do it with possession. Scott will get it, send it in. Venuto will finally get that change, and Shoemaker Gromick jumps on. Centering feed, McNulty was trying to pull the trigger, but somebody got a piece of her stick. It looked like Bidzerkowski got it. Kepler back in her own end to McNulty, who's going to skate through the Rochester Americans logo at center ice, dump it in, and afford her team a change. McNulty's off, Rizzo's on. The rest of the forwards haven't changed. Kept in deftly by Kepler. Scott has it. Rizzo coming down the middle. Scott sends it through the bottom of the crease, near side, picked off by Otterbein. Otterbein tries to streak down the middle, but found 3 Regals right there and couldn't get it all the way through. Kept in for a moment by Bellin at the point, so Bellin jumps on to complete the shift change. Rizzo there, making the Regals player go to the outside. That was Pagano. Sent up the middle. Somebody got a piece. It was Muff who had it for a moment. Back in the defensive zone, Bandits trying to attack, but they're going to need to force a turnover. Muff has it, neutral ice, sends it in off the boards, does the lefty 63. Picked up by Venuto below the end line, sent for Bellin. Not with quite enough juice there, and Venuto trying to shepherd it through. Help, or rather Pagano got a piece, sent it now toward the middle, but nobody there. Trying to break out Rizzo was Otterbein. Rizzo comes in after the deflected pass, gets it over to Bellin, who dumps it in. Otterbein left to forecheck against 5, and eventually they do make the change, so Otterbein will get off at a moment, but she's got the puck now. Otterbein sends it down low, redirected, save by McCarthy, and she covers up with 11:48 left in period number 1. No score between the Bandits in the dark jerseys and the Buffalo Regals in the light jerseys, to simplify it. Or if you're able to make out the helmets a little easier, Bandits with the gold helmets, Regals with the red. Red and gold are kind of a nice match. Knocked down at neutral ice by Foldia, kept there by Cottrell into the neutral zone. Cottrell picks it back up, gains the traffic. Far side wall, that's Olivia Rothstein. Off the boards it comes, kept in deftly at the point and fired down by Shutters. Picked up by Venuto in the near side corner. Gets a little traffic there from Sushek. Sperling now grabs it at center ice, has a little company and help who forces the turnover. But they give it right back up as the Regals will try to change, but they can't do it on the fly because of the ice. Can you tell Debbie?
What?
Can you tell Debbie? Face-off goes right back to Keenan, and they'll redo it. 10:02 left, period number 1. No score. It's 15-minute periods for the tournament. That makes penalties of the minor kind a minute 30. If there's a major, it's 4 minutes. If it's a misconduct, it's 8. So a 2 and 10 is a 90-second penalty and 8 minutes in the box if players get so offensive. And if any players, as there's a shot in front, and Keenan with the big save off Muff's low angle shot there. He was right at the bottom of the slot, and Haley Muff one time that didn't get a whole lot on it, but got plenty to force Keenan to make the save. 9:26 left, period 1, 0-0. First game of the Roc City Fest, a huge tournament for women's hockey, girls youth hockey. Rizzo comes in, fires that one. McCarthy steered it wide. It wasn't maybe going on net, but maybe it was. She has a better look than I do up here, wearing the C in net, which is something that you don't normally see. Bellin to Rizzo, who fires it from the point. McCarthy knocks it down and covers up for the whistle with exactly 9 minutes remaining in period 1. Good to see number 58, Ava Otterbein, back in the lineup. Missed a couple of weeks with, in hockey terms, what we call now a lower body injury. But Ava is back and she'll go for as long as she can. Venuto at the point, banks it hard off there, but at too sharp of an angle, and it comes down now into the offensive zone for the Regals. Centering feed, Keenan steered it away before it could get to troublesome waters, in this case frozen waters because they're playing on ice. Chipped into the near side circle. Venuto's going to get past one, and Fernandez off to the races. Venuto gains the line on the left side. Wrist shot, easy catch there for McCarthy, and she holds on. We've seen Venuto get a little space in similar plays this season, and Fernanda has a nice shot from there and has beaten a few goalies, but Kerrigan McCarthy up to the task early on. Gabby Rothstein centers it. It gets through the wickets of a few, but picked up, and they try to send it out. Sperling picks it up, trying to get through the slot, but had a lot of traffic there. Mullen was able to steer the puck away from her. Now Mullen, long pass as they pass left and right, zigging and zagging, but the Bandits snuffed it out. Folia came in, tried to get back on side, but couldn't quite do it quickly enough as that puck popped up in the air. And they'll face it off outside the Bandit zone with 7:57 left in period one, and no score between the Bandits and the Buffalo Regals. The Regals have awesome uniforms. They have the old style Buffalo Bills Buffalo or something like it there, and it says Regals across the animal logo in the front, and the red, white, and blue colors just pop. They're really cool uniforms. From the point, shot fired by Kepler. It was redirected. It got in front, but it was knocked away by McCarthy. Now picked up by Pelk, who gains the offensive zone, but was trying to dump it, and Shoemaker-Gromick prevented that. They play it back between defensemen. Kukowski had it first. Now picked up by Dalton. Dalton fires it. Keenan with the save. It pops up over the height of the crossbar and kept out of the net. Sperling gets that one picked off by Kukowski. Now it is Sperling again getting it toward the point, but it's kept in by Cooper. And finally it looks like the Bandits are going to get it out of the zone. So the Regals with their best offensive possession there. The Bandits have had the better of it so far. Still no score. Off the change, a far side pass. Eludes a couple. Sushek got it and sent it in, but Shoemaker-Gromick now sends it across for Mandy Scott. Scott up the middle for Maeve McNulty, one to beat. Didn't have the position on Freeman, so they'll battle for it now in neutral ice. McSherry picks it up. Mia sends it off the boards in front of the bench. Seasonably warm day outside. It was 60 on the way here. And after the typical early November cold, maybe it was around even a day or two ago. When it's colder outside, it makes the ice inside better. Olivia Rothstein keeps it in at the point. McNulty battles for it there. Olivia tees it up again. Saved by McCarthy. The defenseman was going to try to sweep it away. Thought the better of it. Keenan hugs the post there and lets that one go for. And Harper made sure that there wouldn't be anything but a millimeter between she and the post on the far side. Hence the icing. And the offensive zone draw comes to Venuto. It's Rizzo hustling over. Rothstein, Olivia picks it up, backhands it, bouncer. Bellin's going to try to chase it down. Otterbein picks it off at the half boards, back for Bellin, who sends it to the point for Venuto. Venuto through traffic, redirected, and they score! Ava Otterbein! Welcome back, 58. She makes an impact, and the Bandits jump out to a 1-0 lead. Off the face-off, they battled for it along the far boards. Otterbein picked it up there, went to the point. Venuto fired it from the point. Otterbein got the piece and redirected it in. So Bandits put 3 lines out there and 2 defense pairs, and the line that was out there third was the first to strike. And typically that's a good sign for your team. Gabby Rothstein fires one off the glove of McCarthy. Didn't quite get a lot on it and handcuffed McCarthy. Sperling chips it toward the middle, but it's picked up And it just goes to the point. Sperling stays there, fires at McCarthy, lets it go wide. Now Shoemaker Gromick trying to get it through traffic, sent it past the left skate of Muff. It got through and was knocked away. Kepler needs a little help to get out of the zone. Folia provides it. Sperling shakes off 1 on 4. Has a little help there. It's Gabby Rothstein, fires, but it's blunted by Muff, who got a piece of it. She stepped in with the lefty blade of the stick and knocked down that shot before it could materialize. Muff taps it back out of the zone to Sperling's dismay. Shoemaker Gromick is going to carry it in herself, but Mullen picks it up, steers it around to the far side for Muff, who chips it, gets it right back, and Cottrell couldn't handle that one, spins off for a change. Bandits will do the same, but Folia will be the one left in pursuit. McCarthy leaves it for Mullen, who backhands it toward Pelk, but can't get it through there. Scott got a piece. McNulty and Scott combine to spearhead it or pitchfork it down. Mullen spins off 1, sends it for Pelk, and chips it up for Cishek to get it out, but it comes right back in on the offside. 3:52 left, period number 1. Bandits 1, Regals 0. They'll face it off at center ice. That's the Rochester Americans logo. Hard to make out, but a familiar one to many in the New York metro area, and certainly to those in the Buffalo area, depending on where you're watching from. Or you could even be in all parts of the world, like Kyiv, Kharkiv, Portugal, Liverpool. Take your pick. Buffalo, that one. Batavia, Bergenfield, Bergen County. Bandits break out. Well, not with the puck though. But they do get it out of the zone after the defensive zone draw. Brought back in, but Venuto picks it up. Screaming boards with assistant coach Amanda Linklater. McNulty with the pressure there. McNulty looking to pick it up, but couldn't get to it before Langdon. He was able to steer it out. Now Gall is going to get toward the middle. Didn't have the sharp angle even to release that one. McNulty comes all the way down to chip it back for Venuto. Fernandez had the puck on her stick a lot here very early. And done well with it. McNulty's going to step in to send that puck out. Was looking to break Scott out, but didn't complete the pass, but they do get it out of the zone, forcing the reset. Langdon couldn't get it in, and it comes in offside. They'll face it off outside. Well, they'll face it off in the center circle. Otterbein up front, Rizzo on the left, Bellin on the right. Shoemaker, Gromick, and Kepler left to right on D. Muff will take the draw for the Regals out there with Pagano on the near side. Now Muff wins it to herself, breaks in, sends it at Keenan, who covers it up. No rebound. They now have shots up on the board. I don't think they had them before, or maybe I was just looking at the wrong board. 6-2 in favor of the Bandits, and shots 1-0 on the scoreboard. Otterbein won the faceoff, but Kukowski came and got it. It's loose in front. There's a goal mouth scramble. Eventually Rizzo is the one to pick it up all the way downtown. Rizzo got it out of trouble there, and it seemed like it was more than a gaggle. It was a herd of Regals and a pack of Bandits combined. Kept in at the point, bouncing puck. Otterbein chips it for Bellin, gains the line of center, dumps it. Bellin peels off. Rizzo and Otterbein will stay in to pursue. Sperling joins your attack on the right side now, and Pagano gets it out, centered to the middle, and knocked in by Bernice. Cishek on the far side wall. Otterbein got a piece of it. Rizzo and Otterbein are going to have to jump off at their first chance. Rizzo still forcing the play there at the near side. Cishek gets through a couple. Wrist shot knocked down by Shoemaker Gromick. Save by Keenan, and Rizzo was able to tip it out after Shoemaker Gromick got a piece. So a couple of big defensive plays by Rizzo from the wing coming down the middle to pick a couple of loose pucks away before the Regals could get it. Gabby Rothstein breaks in, tries to go around, wrap around. Regals snuff it there. A couple of D got their sticks on it before Gabby Rothstein could release the wraparound. Final 53 seconds now of period one. 1-0 Bandits. Gabby Rothstein tried to chip it out. It's kept in by Gall. Knocked down by Venuto with first the skates, then the stick. Gabby Rothstein got that pass, didn't get it cleanly. Gets pushed by Mullen there, no check, just a shove. It's a big difference when you do it right versus when you do it wrong. Shoving you're allowed, checking you're not. Gabby Rothstein gets it in, tries to get through Kwiatkowski, but couldn't do it. Rather, that's Spitzer-Coney. Centering feed with 17 seconds never materializes as Scott is out there with Gabby Rothstein, who's going to try to get off now. 10 seconds left. Regals trying to put the pressure on. Olivia Rothstein trying to rag out the rest of the time. Sends it for Venuto. Venuto gets it through one and is able to waste the time as two Regals collide. Bandits end the first period with the 1-0 lead on the goal by Ava Otterbein. And they enter period two with a 6-3 edge in shots. You can get a little bit of a view of the setup here, more the professional style hockey where the penalty boxes are on the opposite side of the rink from the benches. That does present a little bit of a tactical decision-making time if either team gets a player in the box. And you can see Melissa Riley, goalie mom, adjusting the lip gloss and manning the penalty box for the Bandits should anybody be penalized. And Melissa was getting down to the tunes there for a moment. Lexi Riley scheduled to play game two. Backing up for game one. The teams will switch sides. 15 minutes on the clock because of the tournament rules. When they get into the elimination rounds, they might switch to longer periods, but they might not. If the game is tied after regulation, they'll go directly to a shootout. The winning shootout team would get 2 standings points, the losing team would get 1. If the game ends in regulation, the winner gets 3 points, the loser gets 0. There's 4 teams in the A division and the B division. The Bandits are playing in the B division. It's just a classification for the 8-team tournament. Underway, period 2. Sherry was down and sent it to the near side wall, but Cishek got it and sent it along the end. Losing an edge there was one of the Bandits. It looked like Shoemaker Gromick getting up gingerly and getting herself back into the play as the Bandits captain number 2. The Stevenson commit looks none the worse for wear. Some would say she's made of iron. Because we've seen her take some big hits as that one gets down to Keenan, who's trying to play it, but one of the Regals came in and swept it away. Comes to the near side wall. Kepler's going to chip it forward for McSherry. It's a 2-on-1 with McNulty down the middle. McSherry on the far angle shot, didn't get it in front. It came off the skates of Cishek and nearly went to a Bandit, but the Regals avoid the trouble there. McNulty was coming down the middle. Kwiatkowski was defending the pass and gave McSherry the shot, but McSherry couldn't quite unleash it with her usual alacrity. She's particularly joyous when she gets off her big shot, number 13. Kepler up the near side wall, trying to get through a couple, does get it deep, and Morgan will complete the rush. Trying to shake off Mullen. Does do that. Sends it to the far side wall, but the Bandits were changing. And let's see if they could keep it in. They can't. Big move there to get it out of the zone and get it through 3 zones was Freeman, but needed a little help from her friends, didn't get it. Here's Gabby Rothstein. Didn't get the pass cleanly, so she's not on the odd man break. Sends it off of Mullen, who blocked the shot first with the skate, then with the hand. She always got to be careful of when those pucks, even with the gloves protecting, sometimes when they hit a hand, it doesn't work out so well for the player. Sperling gets in. Sperling down low. Sperling shot, big save from McCarthy. McCarthy kept it to a 1-goal game there because Sperling got off a good shot. Now McCarthy stops a centering pass. Olivia Rothstein steps into it. It's in the pads, spins around, and another big save by Kerrigan. McCarthy keeps it at 1-0 with 12:44 left in period 1. As the Bandits hold a 1-0 lead, 7-4 the shots on goal in favor of the Bandits. The goal scorer, keep bopping and schlopping on the dot, is Ava Otterbein. Bellin in the slot, Rizzo on the far wing. Olivia Rothstein at the left wing. Venuto tees it up between the points. It goes wide. Bukowski sends it off of Muff, and then it eventually gets to neutral ice. Bernice sent it to Pagano, but didn't complete the pass. Olivia Rothstein will take it behind her own end line. They're going to call that one right there, as they're going to call the roughing. 12:24 left, period number 2. Bandits with the 1-0 lead, and the first power play of the game is drawn by Olivia Rothstein, and it is going to be a roughing against Alana Pagano. I gotta say, that didn't look like much of a roughing to me, but the Bandits will take their break and try to capitalize on it. As the home team, the Regals are allowed to change last, and Haley Muff is the last one out there. Shoemaker Gromick off the faceoff will walk it to the middle, now send it for Sperling. Shoemaker Gromick between the points, looking to set up the, looks like, a 1-3-1 kind of deal there. Sends it through traffic, was looking for a deflection. Somebody got a piece, but it didn't go on net. Trying to get through the defender was Gabby Rothstein. It's bunted down. Is this going to be an icing? And it is. A good break there for the Bandits, because that was a pretty nice play. Looked like Maya Dalton was the one who moved it out, but icing is the call. Icing in effect in all situations for pretty much all the games you watch this season from here on in, and this tournament no exception. Regals win the face-off, send it to the near side. Helk tries to get it out, but Shoemaker Gromick picks it off. Sperling fell backward, and that's going to be an easy clear, but it's going to be an icing right there by Reese Gall. She had the time and space, but just fired it away about a foot or two before that center line. That's what icing is. You send it in from before the center line, it doesn't go on goal, and it crosses the end line with no player having a chance to touch it. Bandits win the faceoff. Sperling sends it for Foglio, bunts it back as the Regals have good pressure on the defensive kill. Shot knocked down, covered up by McCarthy. Kerrigan McCarthy with a few big saves here in period number 2, where 11:32 remains of a 15-minute period to keep it 1-0. Bandits leading. Otterbein with the goal in her return to the lineup. Folia on the dot. Gabby Rothstein in the slot. Folia wins it to herself. Powers it to the far side. Sperling with the shot. Knocked down. Rebound. Folia bats it. It goes just wide. McCarthy got a piece of it. It looked like a bouncing puck. The net was open on the left side, but it doesn't go in. 20 seconds on the power play. Folia sends it off the outside of the net. Chipped up toward the point. Shoemaker Gromick grabs it. Sperling going to tee it up. Wrist shot. Glove save. And she holds on. Kerrigan McCarthy has seen, I think that's now 10, and stopped 9. And the quality of the shots, well, that's the thing. Otterbein, with 10 seconds left on the power play, will take the face-off. Scott and McNulty are out there with her. The Eagles win it. Witkowski sends it across the ice. It's not going to be an icing, as that was a deft clear by Lillian Witkowski. That expires the penalty, so the Bandits cannot capitalize. McNulty takes a slip over there, no trip or anything like that. Centering feed, and now a shot on goal is gloved down by Harper Keenan off the stick of Maya Dalton, number 80 for the Regals. Offensive zone draw, Otterbein to take it. To the far side wall, picked up, spinning around, off the shot. There was a rebound, but it doesn't go through. It looks like Sishek had it. McNulty's going to pick it up and bring it in, 2-on-2 with Scott there. McNulty tees it up, fired it over the net. Near side wall, Venuto bangs it right back down with 10:13 left, period 2, and the Bandits holding a 1-0 lead. Olivia Rothstein sends it at the net, but steered aside by McCarthy. Battled for along the point at the far side. McNulty got that one in. She took a stick up high there, or a shove. They don't call that one. That one looked worse than the penalty that they did call. So maybe it evens out there a bit. Trying to count the breaks, and it's an exercise in futility. They even out over the course of a period, a game, a week, a month, a season, a tournament. So it's not worth counting. You get breaks sometimes, and you don't get breaks sometimes. Folia with it, chips it off the boards to herself, looking for Sperling in front, backhand save, and the rebound shoveled back toward McCarthy, who covers it up with 9:21 left in period number 2, and the Bandits holding a 1-0 lead. 11-6 the shots for New Jersey over Buffalo. Folia wins the face-off to Sperling, who marches down low, sends it at the net, kick save, rebound picked up by the Regals, falling over there and giving it up to Rothstein. Now she can't get through the ref, so there's your breaks right there. First shot through traffic, steered aside by the captain, number 29. She's the goalie, Kerrigan McCarthy. Picked up by Kwiatkowski, sent to the far side, but it's kept in at the point by Shoemaker-Gromick. Now brought out to neutral ice and skating it into the offensive zone. This shot goes wide by Shutters. Shutters gets it back, sends it to the middle, but Folia picked that one off. Kepler for Gabby Rothstein, who picks it up, was trying to send somebody down the middle, but the Regals saw it and stopped it. Picked up and brought into the offensive zone. Gall had it, sent it toward the point. Good clean change by the Regals, otherwise they would have had too many on the ice there, as that puck was being played. Comes to the near side wall. Kepler sending it up the middle for Gabby Rothstein. Gets through one. One more to beat. Rothstein gets down. Wrist shot. Glove save. And McCarthy hangs on. McSherry on the dot. Scott in the slot. McNulty on the far wing. McSherry kicked it forward after the puck was bouncing, and it's recovered by the Bandits. McNulty has it behind the end line. Centering feed, McSherry got a piece and another piece and draws 3 Regals as the goaltender covers up. McCarthy's been busy. She's seen 14, saved 13. Harper Keenan on the other end has saved all 6. 1-0 Bandits. 7:53 left, period 2. Off the face-off, Scott picks it up, sends it through traffic, kicked away by McCarthy. Goes to the far side wing. Muff was trying to get there. Gets a little help for traffic now. He's getting help first, but then traffic. Bouncing puck settled down in the middle of the slot by Cooper. Sent at the net and kicked away. And it's one of those they might redirect or get a rebound. They're putting the requisite pressure on, and they've only been able to convert one so far by Audubon. Langdon tries to get through the middle, but probably needed to go outside. That one sent in offside, and they will face it off, let's see, outside of the zone. That is the call. .7:16 left. Period 2, 1-0 Bandits. Otterbein off the draw. Rizzo knocks it down. Bellin was jumping in there. Rizzo picks it up. Gets tripped up there. No call. Regains it. Has a lot of traffic there. Gets hacked now too. Bonito steps into that one. Sends it along the near side wall at a sharp angle. Mullen picks it up. Mullen pressured by Otterbein. Otterbein forces the turnover as Bellin gets it toward the net, where it's covered by McCarthy. Off the draw, Folia, 1-on-2. Now on the near side wall, it was Dalton. They can't get it out. Folia picks it up, shot right above the pads, and the save made by McCarthy, who holds on. So they'll do it again from the circle to the right of the goaltender with 6:37 left in period 2. Thanks for joining us. Friday afternoon hockey from the Rochester, New York area, the Roc City Fest. Girls teams from around the U.S. and Canada at age groups from 8 to 19 years. Sent through traffic by Kepler, kicked away, but it was going wide. Comes to the point. Shoemaker Groman prevented the breakaway by help. Bandits regaining neutral ice. Can't get it into the zone cleanly. Sent up the middle for Dalton. Dalton tries to tee it up. It was knocked down by Kepler, but she still got a lot on it and forced Keenan to make the save with 6:08 left now. If you're paying attention, throw in a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. Love to see it. And because of the way that there's this perch is set up, the comments show up in white, which is really bad when I'm filming the ice or live streaming the ice. But they usually come down on the left of my screen, and if it's dark there, then I can actually read the comments. So this would be a time to do it if you feel so inclined. Folia brings it into the offensive zone, doesn't have anywhere to go, so takes it now to the near side circle. Kepler and Folia exchange back and forth a couple of times. Kepler trying to still keep it in there as Folia retreats, but it is kept in. Gabby Rothstein tried to bring it out in front of the net, but found the outside of the net. Now picks it off. Can't get it through some skates there, and the Regals are going to break out. Shutters over to Muff, who will gain the offensive zone. Shutters regains it, but a lot of Bandits there. Sends it toward the middle. Cottrell had it for a moment. Now Shutters picks it up, but Shoemaker Gromick gets it there. Sperling will gain the line, chip it in, peel off, or attempt to peel off for a change. Now Jesse is able to get off the ice, and a full change by the Bandits. McSherry up front with Scott and McNulty. McSherry 13, Scott 27, McNulty 4. Olivia Rothstein 22 has it. Steered off the puck by Kumro. Sent to the point through traffic. It hit somebody's skate in front. It looked like Langdon. McSherry eventually picks it up and sends it down low. McNulty knocks that clearing pass down and sends it right back below the end line, leaving McSherry to chase after it. McSherry knocks it down with the skates, tries to center, but Cishek got a piece of it, swatted away. Centering feed again, McSherry to McNulty. Still battling for it. It comes toward the point, and Venuto had to retreat there, so they'll regroup at center ice. Everybody does a suicide right there for a Herbie, because that puck was expected to go in, but it didn't, so you slam on the brakes and you turn around. That's why you do that drill. Sent up the middle, but too strong as Rizzo County got a piece. They play with it in front of the Regals bench. Cishek trying to get through traffic. Scott eventually picks it up. McSherry and Scott, they're going to break in 2-on-2. Nice pass by McSherry through the legs of Kwiatkowski. Centering feed. Scott can't quite get there. Rizzo off the bench fires one, and a big block by Langdon. She got the right shin pad on it. Alexa Langdon with a big defensive play there. Rizzo from that spot is pretty good. Centering feed, bunted away to Otterbein by Venuto. Otterbein getting hooked there. It's a little bit of a business. Rizzo breaks in, gets through two, gets down low, shoots, and she scores! Luisa Rizzo doubles the lead with 3 minutes left in period number 2. Number 21 makes it 2-0. And we just talked about it. You give her a chance and slot her down low, and she will snipe it. Rizzo bar down on that one. So Otterbein with one and Rizzo with the other. It's typically, well, it's not typical. They're the third line here. You'll see it when they gain things like, if they gain an offensive zone draw or draw a penalty, they're usually jumping off for one of the other two lines of the power play unit. But this unit now producing so far both. Rizzo appeals for special zone draw to the right of Keenan. Buffalo Regals again in the white jerseys with the red helmets, the Bandits in the mostly black with the gold helmets. 1:44 left, period 2, 2-0 Bandits. 18-8 the shots. Comes to Mullen at the point. Sent through the middle, walked through the middle there by Dalton. Now for Pelk, top of the circle on the far side. Sent up the middle, but they can't get the backdoor deflection. Wrist shot doesn't get through traffic. Dahl redirected it away. Stepping in at the point, and now sending in a Keenan. It was loose there and covered up. Nearly on the back door was Maya Dalton off the right point shot from Samantha Dibzer-Coleman. The Eagles with some of their best work so far in the offensive zone. McSherry in a loose battle there, gets help from McNulty, but Dibzer-Coleman won it and has to take it out of the zone. The play catch there. McSherry sends it into the offensive zone, but Mullen the first there. McNulty got a piece. McNulty still battling. McSherry eventually gets it in. Now picked up and taken behind the net by Gall. Has to reverse it as Scott was there. Bandits now holding a 2-0 lead and 45 seconds left in the period. Period number 2. McSherry knocked it down. Doesn't have much of an angle. Takes the shot anyway. And McCarthy knocked it away. Now comes toward the far side half wall. Battling for it there. Whoever wins this battle is going to be really happy. And so far it's the Bandits, but they don't maybe win the war yet. And they still have it in the offensive zone and sent right back down in. 20 seconds left in the period. Can they add more? Dalton redirects it out of the zone, trying to get away on the break. couldn't quite do it. Bandits with one final shot here. McNulty fires, glove saved by the lunging McCarthy. She was coming to protect the far side post and threw that catching glove up. As she was moving right, she threw the catching glove up with the left hand and snared that puck. It would have been close. I don't know if it was going in, but McNulty might have had it. Otterbein now with Bellin in the center and Rizzo at the half wall on the far side. Rizzo has the buzzer beater trait. We've seen that one before if you've gone on Rizzo vision, and she won't get a shot here as the Bandits exit the period with a 2-0 lead. Otterbein in the first, Rizzo in the second. 19-9, the shots for the team from New Jersey. As Harper Keenan has seen 9 and stopped 9. And Kerrigan McCarthy has seen 19 and stopped 17. Don't forget to tune in again in the 8 o'clock Eastern hour when the Bandits are back in action. I think it's the Tri-City Eagles tonight. An outfit that, like the Regals, usually has a very good team at pretty much every level that you find. So some real good hockey. And then on Saturday, the scheduled game, we'll have to double check the time, but I think it's in the late morning or early afternoon against the Junior Predators from Nashville. So a few games on hand for the Bandits here, and if they can get through this one, especially with this type of score, they'll put themselves in a good situation. The preliminary round is 4 teams in the A division, 4 teams in the B division. The B division is the one in which the Bandits were drawn, and each play one another once. 3 points for a regulation win, 2 for a shootout win. There's no overtime. 1 for a shootout loss, 0 for a regulation loss. The preliminary round just serves as a round for seeding. So number 1 in the A division will play number 4 in the B division. Number 2 against number 3 respectively on either side, and number 1 against number 4 the other way, B against A. Otterbein with Rizzo and Bellin, the center and the left wing with both goals in the game. Keenan now defending the net to your right. We'll give you a quick look at Harper Keenan, and Kerrigan McCarthy now protecting the net to your YouTube left. Underway period 3. This line has produced both of the goals in the game so far, and they get the final 10-second shift of the second period and the opening shift of the third. That's coaches recognizing some good hard work from the third line there. Sent around the end line in possession. That is Dalton, sent to the near side. Kwiatkowski redirected, big save by Keenan. Harper got the right pad on it and sent it away. That's the best chance of the day for the Regals. They trail it 2-0. If you're just tuning in, we're glad you're here. Bandits in the dark jerseys with the gold helmets. Regals with the white jerseys and the red helmets. Sent toward the middle. Bellin's got to chase down Mullen there. Plays the body. Sent up the middle by Kepler, and that puck is going to be an icing, but kind of, I wonder if the ref was having second thoughts, because Kwiatkowski stopped chasing the puck. It was going over the line, but it was dying on its end. 13:54 left, period 3. Thanks for joining us on Rizzo Vision. It's a 15-minute period here at the Roc City Fest tournament. Near side wall, Gabby Rothstein picks it up, gets off the wall, sends it for Sperling, but just a step behind Jesse. Langdon redirects it in, but not with possession, and Gabby Rothstein moves it out off the pass from her sister. Gets toward the top of the slot. Wrist shot doesn't get through. Dahl got a piece of it. Comes to the point on the right side, and Fernando Veduto sends it down low. Puck battle now ensues Langdon got the first piece, and the Regals still can't quite get it out cleanly. Freeman had it, looked to be on the move, but didn't get it cleanly, and eventually they get it out. But the Bandits have plenty of time and space to regroup in their own end as the Regals change. Played with along the far wall. Kukowski battles with Olivia Rothstein. Rothstein wins it forward. Sperling trying to get through. Good defensive play there. That Bizzle told me kept Sperling from walking in alone. Sperling is going to try to regain that puck. Folia has it. Folia shoots. Pad save. Rebound. And another save off Gabby Rothstein, who recovers it. It comes to Olivia Rothstein between the points. Has to shovel it down low. Really wanted to go to Venuto over there, but Olivia didn't have much of another play. Now she'll take the sharp angle shot. Gobbled up there with the catching glove by Kerrigan McCarthy. Unusual to see a captain in goal. I don't think that's permitted in the NHL anymore. I think Roberto Luongo, then with the Canucks, was the last to have it, and they made some kind of distinction where in NHL circles the captain was not permitted to be the goalie. I don't know why you do that. Maybe because then your captain wouldn't play every game, although Roberto Luongo played a lot of them. 12:15 left, period number 3, 2-0, Bandits lead it. Rough near side wall for Pagano, and they get it out of the zone. It's sent back in by Kepler as the Bandits got onside quickly. Picked off nearly by McNulty. Banked off the wall on the near side, and Pagano gets it out. Now, Kovney had a piece. They're going to call a slash here. Let's see who is going into the box. Referee calls the slash on 25 white, Alexis Bernice. So the second power play of the game goes to the Bandits. They haven't been penalized, as has been a theme for them during the season. They have done very well to stay out of the box. And their box is manned by Melissa Riley today. We gave you a look at Melissa before. But so far she's been alone, and she'd like to stay that way. Folia on the half boards sends it toward Shoemaker Gromick, but they have to regroup. Nearly picking it off was Dalton, and Maya Dalton would have been off to the races. Sent in, played for a moment, and then covered by McCarthy. Smart play by McCarthy there. Most goalies would have just covered it. And what Kerrigan McCarthy did there was covered it with the glove, then lifted the glove, was looking for somebody to play it to in case the Bandits had stopped paying attention. But the Bandits kept rushing, and then McCarthy covered the puck again to get the whistle. Really liked that play by the goaltender. Sent toward the point, Shoemaker Gromick nearly lost the skates there. The Bandits play with it high, now try to move it low. Slapper, blockered away, rebound, and they're going to blow the whistle right there. The Bandits, I think, are going to be the ones to go off, or is it? Oh no, it is. They blew the whistle when the Bandits shot it, but you know what it was? It was knocked away by the Regals. So the cross-checking penalty goes to Shannon Freeman, 26. So 25 and 26 equal a two-man advantage for the Bandits for 44 seconds. The penalties are only a minute 30. Sperling alone in front will tee it up. Big save with the glove by McCarthy. She just flat out denied Sperling. Sperling had a corner picked out. It was the top right, and the strong glove was there for McCarthy. She's got to keep her team in it. It's only 2-0, but if the Bandits can capitalize in this 5-on-3, 39 seconds left in it, they'll really stake their claim to this game. Folia goes back down low, not cleanly, but with plenty of room, is Gabby Rothstein. Sends it for the back door for Folia, but somebody got a piece in the middle. It was Muff. Sperling between the points now, goes back to Folia at the left dot. Folia sends it for the back door off the end boards for Gabby Rothstein. Back to Folia. Folia walks it in, sends it for Shoemaker Gromick, who has to recover it. Now one is going to be out of the box. It's a 5-on-4 for 45 seconds. Bandits can't capitalize on the 5-on-3. Let's see if they can capitalize on the 5-on-4. Pass between the points. Folia goes back and forth. Here's the breakaway, and it's Langdon trying to catch her as Folia. Folia with the love tap, and Langdon falls down. They call the trip, not a penalty shot. I mean, if you're going to call it, call the penalty shot. It was a tap to the side at the skip. Folia can't even believe it. She got the stick. But they call the penalty, and it evens up there. Folia's smiling. She knows that that's a tough call on Folia, but they should have just called the penalty shot right. If you're going to call it, call the penalty shot. Folia hadn't caught up. If the player is out of reach, meaning if you're coming at them from the side and you commit a penalty and a breakaway, it'll be a penalty. If they're well in front of you and you're behind and you commit the foul, it's supposed to be a penalty shot. That looked like textbook penalty shot if you're going to call it. I didn't think it was much of a penalty, but that's gone both ways here. So nobody can complain. 4-on-4 for 25-ish seconds, now 20 seconds, and then the Regals will have their first power play. Penalties are 1:30 because of the 15-minute periods at the tournament. So 4-on-4 hockey. Mandy Scott up front with Maeve McNulty. Venuto and Olivia Rothstein on the back line, powering through one zone and then the second. Lost it there, picked up, down low, shot off the crossbar, and out. Kayla Pelk stole it, got in, and here's Mandy Scott with a partial break. Scott gets down low, shot, rebound, sliding into the goaltender, and the whistle blows. Scott laying on her back still, gets shoveled out of the way. What's going on there? The player's down, don't push her with your stick or anything else. Goaltender coming to the side, she looks like she's okay. Nothing unseemly there until maybe after the play. 41 seconds now in the power play for the Regals, so had Scott converted there, it would have been shorthanded. Up front, Gabby Rothstein with Maeve McNulty. Olivia Rothstein at the left point, Fernanda Venuto between the points. Referee coming over to the Bandit bench, having some level of discussion there. Foley is still in the box for 41 seconds. Coach Grace Potash, we'll give you a look, talking to the referee along with assistant Amanda Linklater. There was some kind of explanation going on, I'm not sure for what. Sent toward the middle, knocked down, McNulty got a piece. The Regals send it a little too far forward. The Bandits don't want to give them anything here. They're up 2-0, and the Regals have a power play. They just hit a post. So you don't want to give this Buffalo team any momentum. Marching down the middle, Langdon gets bumped off. Sharp angle shot goes to the outside of the net. Alexa Langdon nearly had another chance there. Sent up the middle. Gabby Rothstein from Olivia. Here's Gabby coming in. Takes a shot. One save. Rebound loose in front and swept away. Gall got it swept away. Now covered. There's nobody there. The ref not blowing the whistle. And now eventually, I didn't hear a whistle, but I guess there was one. Bandits had peeled away, so they must have heard it from down there. Penalties now all complete. The 5-on-3 yields no goals for the Bandits. The 5-on-4 that happened at the expiration of that yielded no goals, and then the truncated power play for the Regals yielded no goals. So it's 2-0 still for the Bandits, the team in black with the gold helmets. The Buffalo Regals, the team in mostly white with red and blue and the red helmets. McNulty centers it, and McSherry fires that one over the net from close range. McSherry got free at the bottom of the left circle. Somebody might have gotten a piece. Ping-ponged at the points. Hand pass ahead. Pass interference is going to be the call as the Bandits are going to go off. Somebody's going off. They're going to call it, I think, a high stick. There was no stick there. A roughing. He makes the right call. So the Regals player was trying to punch the puck forward. Kepler was also trying to punch the puck forward, but one got the puck and one got the player. So Kepler in the box for 1:30, and the Bandits holding a 2-0 lead and another penalty to kill off here. Face off won by the Bandits. McSherry and Folia, the combination up front. Shoemaker, Gromick on D with Olivia Rothstein. McSherry's going to smack it out, but it goes between the points and kept in by Dalton. Near side wall, Cishek has it. Looking for somebody in the middle, gets it there, but not where she wanted. They play catch between the points. Muff sends it for Cishek, who misses it. 2 Regals upon 1 Bandit. A hook coming off the wall, no call. Muff between the points, sends it for the one-timer, but not at an angle where you're probably going to score from against a good goalie there. I'd like to get that one-timer from the dot, the Ovechkin spot, the Lemieux spot. Muff between. It gets all the way through, and it's saved by Keenan. Boy, Harper's been sharp. She hasn't seen a lot, and there's a goal! So just as I praise the netminder, there's one that she could never have stopped as it goes into the top corner of the net. A power play goal has kept the Regals alive, and it looked like, oh, they don't give me anybody on the handshake line there. Looked like it was Bernice, maybe, who got it. So 2-1 as the plot thickens. The penalty's still on the board. It says 35 seconds, but Kepler's out. We're back to full and even strength. Otterbein got away with one there. She won the face-off, but had a cross-check. Rizzo sweeps it past. Otterbein and Rizzo, the 2 goal scorers, and this line now back out there with Bellin. Chipped toward the center logo and now batted in. Olivia Rothstein prevented it from being a dump-in. Otterbein gets it through a couple for Bellin. Bellin tries to send Rizzo. Rizzo had to tip it, didn't get it cleanly. It will be icing if it exceeds the end line, but it doesn't. Rizzo battling for it with Mullen. Rizzo got a piece of it. Oh, she was trying to get it to the point for Olivia Rothstein. Gets a little help from Bellin. Rizzo and Bellin battle for it. Sent up the middle. Langdon will break it out. Gets around Otterbein. Doesn't have much room, and now she does. Sends it up the middle, teeing it up, but Otterbein came through and blocked the shot before Kumro could fire it. Long pass for Rizzo. Oh, she just missed that one. She was trying to come toward the middle. It will be an icing, and it just exceeds the line. Boy, they're living dangerously there are the Regals as the player is slowing up, trying to chase that puck down. Sometimes the refs will say you got to keep, if the player stops skating for it, they think there's a chance they could touch it before the end line. They'll wave the icing off even at the last moment. 6:08 left, period number 3. 2-1 Bandits lead. A clean first 2 periods and then a bunch of penalties for both teams as Gabby Rothstein breaks through. She's behind the D, gets in, shoots, big save, and the puck goes over the net. McCarthy got that one. Now it's loose in front. She sprawls forward and covers it up. Gabby Rothstein had Sperling with her, but she was about a stride ahead of Jessie and the defender. So she was able to walk all the way in on Kerrigan McCarthy. Had a good shot. McCarthy got the blocker on it, and the pop-up went over the end line on the opposite side of the crossbar. Sperling gets to it. Big save off the one-timer by McCarthy. 5:40 left now. Bandits by 1 in the first game of the preliminary round of the Roc City Fest in the Rochester area of New York State. Off the wall, Kepler for Gabby Rothstein. Gets to the line of center, backhands it. Was maybe looking for Sperling. Picked up, now you can see the Regals have picked up their play. There's a little extra jump in their step that wasn't there before. And the physical play is picked up. That one, headhunter. And good thing Coach Grace Potash was paying attention, because like the Matrix, Coach Grace, seeing that puck in nearly slow motion, was just able to turn her head and get away from it. Yes, because of the way the puck went into the Bandits' bench, they called for the offensive zone draw for the Regals. It looked like that all happened outside the zone, but close enough. Face-off stolen by the Regals there. Centering feed goes off the side of the cage and bounced out in front. Scott now with McSherry and McNulty. Let's see if they can create something and regain that 2-goal lead. McSherry sends it toward the middle, but it's blocked. Langdon picks it up. Scott takes it away. McSherry grabs it. McSherry between the points unloads. Big save, and the rebound comes to the near side. Up the wall. Help gets it out, but has a lot of traffic from black jerseys and gold helmets. Now Gall picks it up. Reese Gall cuts toward the middle. Langdon gets it down low. Shot saved by Keenan. Rebound swept away. McSherry chips it forward, gets it out of the zone. Bandits under pressure here. Regals have really picked it up. They have 4:25 left through the Bandits to maintain their 1-goal lead and turn it into a regulation victory. Here in the first preliminary round game, Pell on the near side half wall, tries to get by Venuto, doesn't do it. Picked up by McSherry, banks it off the wall on the far side, but not out. Mullen, picked off by Shoemaker Gromick. That one's going to be an icing unless the laws of physics decide to stop that puck for some reason. And the laws of physics maintain their undefeated record, and the icing is called. 3:57 left, period 3. Bandits scored 1 in the first by Otterbein, 1 in the second by Rizzo, and they've yielded 1 in the third on the power play. Close angle shot there. Keenan makes the save off the offering. Banked off the boards on the far side. Gabby Rothstein trying to pick it up. Puts Mullen under pressure. Kwiatkowski's able to shepherd it out of the zone. Folia gets bumped as was trying to get it in. Sperling's going to get it. Top of the slot. Tries to get around. Gets down low. Shoots. Big save. She got the left pad on it, did McCarthy. Sperling has been so close a couple of times, but Jessie has not been able to solve Kerrigan McCarthy. Retreating into her own end, it's Olivia Rothstein for Jessie Sperling over to Louisa Rizzo, who jumped on. Rizzo tees one up, sends it wide, got a lot on it, didn't quite get it on net. Now Sperling peels off, Folia peels off, and glanced it. Venuto is going to try to gain some space with a couple of nifty moves, gets to the neutral zone, knocks it away, regains it. Venuto and Rizzo have run a similar kind of play a bunch of times this season that have resulted in goals for Venuto, where Rizzo sort of sets, not really a pick, but just is in the right place, and Venuto is able to go right around her. Otterbein sends it off the blocker, near side wall. Venuto pinches in. Bellin covers the point. Rothstein, Rizzo picks it off, sends it for Bellin. Bellin over to Venuto. Nifty passing. Rizzo tees it up. Was looking either for the far side post or someone at the back door. Olivia Rothstein keeps it in. Otterbein with it there. Gets pressed off. Rizzo gets a piece. Comes toward the near side wall. Bellin helps it get to Venuto. Rothstein's going to rush in to get to the point on the far side. Keeps it in. That's usually where Venuto is, so they're flipped around. Bellin keeps it in. Bellin sends it at McCarthy, who sticks it aside. 1:55 left in the game now. 2-1 Bandits over the Buffalo Regals. Rizzo shields Gall off that one, and there goes Venuto. Let's see if she could get it, but couldn't get through. Bernis was the player trying to pick it up. Bernis has it now, gets through one, but Otterbein hounded her. Good change by the Bandits. They have to just complete it with Otterbein, and then they'll have all fresh legs. Keenan will cover it and take no chances. They'll take the defensive zone draw, complete the change out there, as McSherry will take it.